Welcome back, Southwest Florida. We're here at the Haitian Heritage fourth annual gala. It has been a spectacular night. It's still going on the inside. I'm constantly working because I keep seeing all these dignitaries and I have to get them on air. This is, of course, the Reverend Dr. William Glover of Mount Hermon Ministries, who's come out to support this scholarship gala, and we were so glad to see him here. Now, I've been here for 4 years. I don't know if I've seen you make this particular event. Is this your first one?
This is the first one. The past several years, we've had a conflicting event.
Okay.
And it just lined up that this year that those events are on opposite weeks, so we were able to make it tonight.
Did it live up to expectation? How you enjoyed yourself in there?
It's been phenomenal.
Right.
The diversity I really did not expect. Both in terms of ethnicity, but also in terms of movers and shakers and other organizations and government and business. It's a beautiful sight.
Right, and I've seen it grow over the years. And this is the biggest one, but it's always been very similar over the years, and I'm glad more and more people are discovering what's taking place right here. One of the things we'll notice by you being in the clergy, the Haitian community is very religious. Speak to that.
Well, absolutely. And the Haitian community in Southwest Florida is thriving. It is absolutely growing. There are thriving Haitian churches and more popping up all the time. And of course, as you just mentioned, Haitians, brothers and sisters, tend to be very religious. And we have multiple Haitian families in our own congregation, and they're very faithful as well. And so it's just a tremendous blessing.
And I think I've even seen on social media where your church has partnered, and I forget his name. Is it Peter or something
it's,
like that?
Jeunesse Vertus,
right,
with the Passion Rescue mission. Pastor Jeunesse is actually an elder in my church, and he runs a missions organization that sponsors a school that educates 250 children in the hills of Haiti, and also oversee 2 churches.
And of course, his son is one of my cameramen.
Absolutely, doing a tremendous job.
Hey, check this out. You know how he got discovered? At Community Fund Day. And now he gets paid.
All right.
He volunteered.
Volunteered himself into a job.
Right. Now he's one of my interns. He's got his little work shirt on and everything.
He's looking good. And he's staying in professional mode. He's cracking a smile or nothing,
professional, man. He's doing that without a tripod.
Yes.
And his parents have been so active in letting him get this work experience, make a couple of dollars, and learn how to work.
Well, he has an interest in media, so this is good training ground. We appreciate you providing him that opportunity.
You see how Community Fund Day opens up opportunities that you never
You never know. Yeah, you needed someone, and so we volunteered him, and he loved it.
Right, and then next thing you know, I said, "Man, you hired."
Yeah.
See, that's how you do. You volunteer. And check this out. When he volunteered, I still wanted to pay him. And Mom was like, "Oh, no, Pastor, don't have your son turn down no money for work." And I gave him a couple of dollars. Then I said, "Hey, I'll be calling you up and have him on the hourly wage."
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you caught him on the community service day.
Right.
So she was just building that character and that value of community service. So that's what that initial resistance was. But you working him on the regular. So.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to get to some other things in a second. But I remember when I was younger, Pastor, and I had my first serious job as a newspaper route carrier around the 5th grade. And if I hadn't gotten that job at such a young age that taught me discipline, work, and I worked for about 3 or 4 years, and right around that time and where I grew up, that was when a lot of my friends had started getting into smoking cigarettes. I'm talking about 5th, 6th grade. People don't understand that happens.
Yes.
They're getting smoking cigarettes,
Yes.
doing a little marijuana and all these kind of things, and selling a little bit. And I had my own money in my pocket. I was making about $16, $17 a week. And I believe that because I had a job at such a young age, it kept me from being attracted to all that quick money.
Well, and I agree with that 100%. And my story is a little similar in terms of getting a glimpse of the value of work early. I can remember, I don't know, I was maybe 15 years old, and I had a friend named Cecil. And Cecil had a job working in the restaurant, and Cecil pulled out this wad of, seemed like a whole lot of money. And I was like, "Man, how'd you do that, Cecil?" So I showed up at Cecil's job in the restaurant, man. It got me a job washing dishes.
See that?
And been a hard worker ever since.
Man, that's a beautiful story, man. Beautiful story. Now, you actually have a revival that's coming up, and we want everybody to go out and support that. And when I saw the flyer for the revival, and I saw you on it, I saw Pastor Anderson on it, and
Stockton.
Stockton. Reverend Stockton. I apologize for that. Dr. Stockton. And I just said to myself, oh, I got to get all three of you on the show in the future. But tell us about that revival.
Yes, this is our annual community old-fashioned tent revival. I want to emphasize tent revival. It's not in the church. It is outside. We put up a tent every year that can hold about 350, 400 people. And this is the 6th year. It's called Fall Fire Fall. And Dr. Anderson, Dr. Stockton, and their prospective churches have been tremendous, have been a tremendous support and partner with us in regards to that revival. And when we say community, we mean that. Believers, non-believers, churches of all denominations who want that type of old-time revival worship experience. We're inviting everyone to come out and be a part. And it's in two phases. The first hour, we stand in the gap for prayer for the community.
Okay.
All facets of the community. And then after that hour of prayer, we go into the revival service.
I see. Now, that's going to be on your property?
Yes.
Right there in that big lot right outside of Mount Hermon Ministries?
2856 Douglas Street, Mount Hermon Ministries. And it's that big lot, that big property that fronts Martin Luther King Boulevard.
That's right. Perfect place. You know, even when I was younger, my mom, I told you I grew up in the Holiness Church. We used to go to these tent revivals. And I'm glad I get you here, because every time I get you here, I get to get some additional information. And I guess my question to you, what is the uniqueness of the tent? Like, you got this big church sitting right there, but the tent is a different crowd, a different flavor. You are saying what when you do it in a tent out there on the grass?
It is a less formal environment. Nobody's suited up. Okay, I don't preach in suits. People don't come in suits. We come comfortable, number one, because it's humid in the evenings. There are no walls. So there isn't that restriction of trying to be conscious of church etiquette and church protocol.
Right. People will be able to drive by. You'll see
people can come as they are. Okay, come in shorts, come in sandals, come dressed comfortable, and then it's just all about engaging and inviting the presence of God, and for people to engage God based on their understanding of God and just receive His presence.
The tent concept, the revival concept itself, is that more of what Jesus, the way Jesus would like things to be, more right there at the touching everybody?
Yes, I think that whole open concept, the whole open idea, because Jesus was a traveling revivalist. He didn't stay in one place very long, and he had these huge outdoor gatherings. As a matter of fact, I was in Israel some years ago, and the Bible tells the story of Jesus teaching on the Mount, teaching the Beatitudes, on the Mount of Beatitudes, and we were there, and I got a glimpse of that. It was like an outdoor amphitheater. And so this is very much in line with the kind of ministry that Jesus did.
The gospel in general has taken you pretty much around the world.
Absolutely.
Because I see you in Africa, and now that you just mentioned that, and you might not have known it, but I noticed when that elephant was coming towards you. See, that got you, didn't it? Share with everybody what I'm talking about.
Well, I had the occasion to go on safari during my last mission trip to Zambia.
Right.
And we were in a natural animal wildlife reserve. We were in the reserve where the animals lived. And they told us that our lodging was part of the reserve. So at night we couldn't go out without an escort after dark because lions were prone to come through, and hippos, and then when we did go, there were paths we had to keep to. Otherwise we run across some. So we were getting ready to leave, and this huge bull male elephant just casually strolls by about 15 feet from us. And it was just awe-inspiring to witness that, to see that. And I followed it a bit, and it ignored me and went about its business. I got to get up close, so that was exhilarating.
You had that camera, see, and I took a photo of it back when I was in Cape Town, and they took me out on a safari. So this guy with the safari takes you out. You can see the elephant, the giraffe at a distance, head sticking up and all that. I know you know about all that, and we can relate on that turn. And we turned a curve, and there was this big elephant coming towards us. So when you showed that on social media, I said, I know exactly what it feels like. It's just like, wow.
Yeah,
and the size and scope.
Oh my God, you can't scale it when you see it on TV.
Right.
Okay, or even in a zoo. You can't scale the size
Nope.
of these beautiful, majestic beasts. So just to have it just come strolling by. I mean, it was amazing.
Like a little pet, right?
Yeah,
walking
just
free in the
you
woods.
know, like nobody was going to bother it. It wasn't going to bother anybody. You know,
It's a cool thing, man.
Yeah, it was a highlight for sure.
Let's go back and put a cap on it again. Name some particular things that's who's going to be at the Reviver. I see you guys are partnering there, and the what, when, and where.
It is the Fall Fire Fall Community Tent Revival, October the 27th and 28th. It's a 2-night event. Our host church are Dr. Ricky Anderson, Followers of Christ Fellowship, Dr. Alan Stockton, New Image Tabernacle. We will begin at 6 p.m. with an hour of prayer for the community. So all prayer warriors from across Southwest Florida, come join us. Let's stand in the gap, lift up Southwest Florida, and then we get into the revival hour of preaching and welcoming the presence of God.
Right there in Fort Myers on.
Fort Myers, Florida, 2856 Douglas Street on the campus of Mount Hermon Ministries.
And all you people who watch this in the surrounding counties, you're welcome to come in and praise and worship at this revival.
It would be worth the drive.
Okay. Absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Okay. We'll see you. All right, man.